Hey Ambitchious, it's me, your fearless leader, Katie motherfucking Boyd. Okay, so I woke up super early this morning. I had a ton of work to do. As you guys know, it's the last day of our A28P launch that starts October 3rd. So Mercury goes retrograde. I don't publicly sell anything during Mercury retrograde. So at midnight tonight, the A28P doors close for October, and you'll have to go on the wait list for A28P for November, okay? But I wanted to hop on here and say, I've been up since super early this morning, had a ton of work to do, and I was podcasting, and I was working out, and I was doing all my habituals, and tomorrow, as you guys know, Mercury goes retrograde. Mercury is retrograde until October 2nd, which is the day before our A28P launch for October 3rd. And what I do, and this is just like one of my little rituals or ambitchious, is the day before Mercury goes retrograde, I clean my house like a motherfucker, okay? Or a fatherfucker, whatever you're into. But I clean like a psychopath. And then what I do is once I've cleaned my whole entire house, and I'm not, listen, y'all been in my house before, you know that I'm the cleanest bitch. You can literally eat out of my toilet bowls. It's not even a joke. Like, I'm that Portuguese girl. But there's something about just like cleaning, like deep cleaning right before Mercury goes retrograde. It sets up your tone, if you will, for that whole entire time that Mercury is going retrograde. If you go into Mercury retrograde all willy-nilly, all over the damn place, this is the problem, right? And people are like, oh my God, Mercury retrograde's so hard. I actually like Mercury retrograde because in my opinion, when Mercury goes retrograde, it gives me a chance, and hopefully you'll learn from this too. It gives me a chance to kind of like retreat a little bit and start taking a consensus of like what I'm doing, where I'm going, where I'm wasting my time. Are the people that are doing service for me, are they on point with where I want to go? Are the clients that I'm working with on point for who I desire to be going forward as a coach and a mentor and a motivational health practitioner and a healer? And it just gives me time to just take a step back. So that is why the day before Mercury goes retrograde, I deep clean my house. And then what I do is puff, puff, pass. No, this is sage. I wish. I get my sage and I sage my entire house. Top, floor, middle floor, basement, the whole house. And I want to teach you guys quickly how to do it. So here is white sage. I actually sell these in my bitch box. They're part of my bitch box. This is 100% sustainable. A lot of sage that you buy out there is not real. It's junky and it's not sustainable, and it's actually harvested like in really bad practice, and it's not good for the people that are actually working there. So I made sure that when I purchased this sage that it is 100% the right energy. So that's number one. So what you want to do is you want to light your sage, and I'm going to do this on my own after, but I just wanted to show you. So you're going to light your sage, just light the end of it, and then what you're going to do is you're going to let it kind of go on fire, and then you're just going to blow it out. Easy, okay? So like maybe 10 seconds for it to kind of catch fire and then blow it out. Another thing too is a lot of people are like, you're appropriating Native American culture. Honey, Native Americans aren't the only people that use herbs to frickin' cleanse their space. I'm Portuguese. We love to use bay leaves to cleanse our space. I actually do bay leaves a lot in my house, but I know that this is just an easier thing, in my opinion, and it works freaking wonders, okay? So I don't want to fucking hear it. Don't come for me and be like, you're appropriating Native American culture. Suck my left labia. I don't give a fuck. It's not true. We have been using herbs as a collective since the dawn of time to ward off and get rid of negative energies and entities that are, hooked into us. And any kind of energetic tethers that we have to things that are low vibrational, and just to cleanse our space, because there's nothing better than saging your house or Palo Santoing your house or whatever, and then opening all the windows and just letting all this fresh air in. Plus, if you're living in the Northeast, it's a beautiful kind of crisp day. It's the perfect day to open your windows and open your doors, okay? And just let all the shit go. And I'm gonna teach you how to do this. So you light your shit on fire, couple seconds, blow it out. You'll start seeing like a lot of smoke. Don't get nervous. Nothing's going to happen. The fire department's not going to come to your house. And then what I do is I call in my power posse. I talk a lot about this in my book, Ambitchious, okay? And this is what I do, okay? Feel free to steal this. I don't give a shit. I'm coming on here to teach you for free, and I'm giving you all of my secrets, so what do I care for? All right, so what you want to do, you have your sage lit, and I just put up my hands, and I just take a nice deep breath, and I say, God, Goddess, universal life force energy, all of my guardians and my guides and my loved ones who are no longer here on this three-dimensional earth plane, and all of my ancestors who came before me, and all the galactic beings of light that are aiding in the next level of my life. Surround me and fill up my vessel with your light and your love and your ancient wisdom. Cleanse this space and my physical being and my energetic auric field of anything that is holding me back from my highest, greatest good. And so it is. And then take a nice deep breath and exhale all the way out. Then what you want to do is your shit should still be smoking at this point. I start in the north corner of my home. I don't know where you live. Get your compass out on your phone. It's not that big of a deal. So I start in the north part of my home, and then I just work from the north part to the east part to the south part to the west. And then I go upstairs and then downstairs. Or you can start, I don't know, like if you have floors in your house, if you're a single level home, if you're in an apartment, but you always want to start I start in my middle because that's my most lived in area of my home. And I start in the north, and then every motion that I make, I just have my hand and I'm just moving the smoke, moving the smoke, moving the smoke. And as I'm moving the smoke, I'm saying out loud, if you are not of light and love, be gone. If you are not of light and love, be gone. And I say this over and over and over and over and over again in my home. And then once you're done, I have a little abalone shell that I put my sage out in. And then I open all the doors in my home. You could just do it one at a time. And I open my door and I take a nice deep breath. And I imagine myself just blowing all of the dark energy from my home out. And I even will say, you are no longer wanted here, or you do not belong here, or you can say, I rebuke you. It depends on how much shit you're carrying, in your home, okay? And so I know that this is a really quick video, but I always love to come on here and give you value and service and teach you little tiny things that we call in the Ambitchious Bitchterhood your ambituals, right? So Mercury goes retrograde tomorrow. This is a great time, like I said, to clean up your space, to get your mind straight, and to plan out like the next 4 weeks of like what's happening in your own life, and then clean up and then cleanse your space, okay? Now this weekend, I'm going to be also doing a video because it's the full moon in Pisces. So I'm going to be coming on here as well and talking about some of the things that you should be doing for this full moon to really work with those Piscean, watery, kind of very spiritual, very esoteric energies that are coming in, okay? If you think that this little video will help people, feel free to share it after I post it. And share it to as many people as you can, because these little tiny things that we do are so important, and they help us as ambitious women feel more in control of our lives, and it helps us take radical responsibility for where we are and who we are and where we're going, right? All right, happy Mercury retrograde, and I will see you this weekend for the full moon. In the meantime, don't forget, tonight at midnight, A28P sales are closed. So if you really are ready to step into your power and live your best life, this is the program for you. It's 28 days out of your life to sacrifice for the greater good of the rest of your life being the best of your life. And if you don't do it, don't say I didn't warn you, okay? But all I have to say is the women that have already signed up are going to be unrecognizable by the end of October. That's all I'm saying. And when you see the transformation photos and you hear the testimonials, you read the testimonials, you're going to be blown away. If you have any questions, DM me. You can also email me at hello@kbmfc.com, or you can head on over to the Ambitchious app and you can DM me there as well. I love you guys, and don't forget to stay ambitious. Mwah.